Documentaries make us learn and see things from a different perspective. Only you can decide and feel from your own point of view, while you have those that are very raw and real. Sometimes documentaries are oftentimes provided and showing much detail that will be deemed too much to handle. So today, here are the documentaries that were too close to the truth. Let It Be. Let It Be is a 1970 British documentary about the famous band, the Beatles, depicting the recording and rehearsing songs of their 12th studio album called Let It Be, releasing 1 year later in 1970. First, this would have been a television show for their concert, but after the plans failed, it was now a feature film. Even though the documentary doesn't really get into the group's conflicts, but it does give the intimate and vulnerable moments that it would eventually lead the group to disband. Even with this controversy, it hasn't been available to the public or on home videos since the 1980s, but unauthorized copies have been made to continue to spread across the media. The content. Let It Be Films takes a deep dive into the band's vulnerable moments within their creation, also giving the narration of each member's point of view, ranging from McCarthy and Harrison having a mild disagreement about Harrison's guitar section on Two of Us with McCarthy's words. At one point, McCarthy seems to criticize Harrison's guitar part on Two of Us, and a mildly tense conversation takes place between them. McCarthy says, "I always hear myself annoying you," and tells Harrison that is not his intention. Harrison responds with, "I'm content to play whatever McCarthy wishes to, or not at all." After this, the Beatles were working on their album as Harrison sings For You Blue and Lennon plays the steer guitar. They were still adding music to their album, like Lennon improvised Dig It, and checking other songs with English producer George Martin and American musician Billy Preston. Soon the band ended their album with Two of Us, Let It Be, and Long Winding Road. Soon after, the band held a rooftop concert during the day, which caused disturbance to the others below them during the lunch hour nearby, which the police came to shut down. The surprise concert the audience was thrilled with, which tune applause, was at the end. Lennon's words, "I'd like to say thank you on behalf of the group and ourselves. I hope we pass the audition." The critical response. Now, Let It Be was not really liked amongst critics. The film depicted the vulnerability with the recent breakup of the band, with them saying it's only incidentally that we glimpse anything about their real-life characters, the Sunday Telegraph. Meaning, more would have been said about their characters through their actions, as McCarthy would talk about something with the band and noticing that no one would listen or pay attention. Although some critics deemed it bad, like Penelope Gillett from The New Yorker, but in all others, critics liked the documentary, with 75% of the reviews being positive, but the weighted average of 69 out of 100, which is still seen as favorable by many others. In 2021, Let It Be was set for a theatrical release for its 50th anniversary, also creating their famous rooftop concert scene. Set for 2019, 55 hours worth of footage and 140 hours worth of audio provided by Peter Jackson. A very new documentary was set to come out in March of 2020, called The Beatles Get Back, in collaboration with Walt Disney Pictures. But the project was put on hold due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and it was later called off due to restrictions. Soon resumed on Disney Plus for a 3-part series, the 25th, 26th, and the 27th of November in 2021. Save the Children, 1969. What is Save the Children, or Save the Children Fund? Well, it is an organization from the UK founded in April 15, 1919. It is to help improve the lives of children, giving them better education, help with the healthcare, and help with the economic opportunities, along with other natural resources from the natural disasters. Now, what is the Save the Children documentary? Save the Children documentary was commissioned by film director Kevin Loach and Tony Garnett. Loach filmed a depiction in real reality of how the workers were treating the children. But nonetheless, this wasn't shown due to the response of the organization deeming the film to put them in a negative light. After the finishing of the film, Save the Children was not shown until 42 years later, in 2011. Traces of Death, 1993. Traces of Death is not much of a documentary, but a shockumentary. Traces of Death depicts the real-life death and real violent scenes. Unlike Faces of Death in 1978, which showed fake deaths and reenactments, Faces of Death was created by Damien Fox, an American writer and screenwriter. Following its release, of course, with any shock movies, it is met with its fair share of controversy, with one lady in 1997, Amy Hochberg, from Colladale, Pennsylvania, bought the movie and was very disturbed by the real life imagery from the movie, so much that she contacted animal rights groups after seeing a scene from the movie which a pig was appraised on a blowtorch. The documentary showed real life footage of death, nothing fake or staged. In 2005, the British Board of Film Classification did not want to give the film an age rating due to its very graphic nature, which eventually was also banned, adding to the Breach Law of Obscene Publications Act. Well, there it is. Documentaries that were too close to the truth. All these documentaries showed people's characters, behavior, and death. While these documentaries were banned at first glance, the media was eventually able to see these films only decades later. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more.